Good evening. Welcome home. Welcome to First Christian Church of Decatur. I'm James Brewer Calvert, and my pronouns are he, his, and him, and it's a delight to be with you. Welcome. So glad that you could join us for our 601 Wednesday midweek check-in. Wow. I did not do one last week because I was in recovery. Our 25th anniversary celebration was so amazing, and so many people joined in and participated. We had folks from all around the country come and participate. The Elton John sing-along was fabulous on Saturday evening, and the homecoming celebration service on Sunday morning was really beautiful. And I'm just sated, S-A-T-E-D, sated, filled, delighted, thankful, grateful. Thank you to everybody who participated, especially those who made it happen. The list is long of folks who made the reception and the service and the music and the sharing, the greetings. Just an amazing collaboration of celebrating our 25 years together as pastor and people. Many people said, oh, this is your day or your weekend. I said, no, this is a shared experience because there's no way anyone can do any of this alone. It takes a village, it takes a church, it takes a community of faith to live and work and serve and play and cry and be together as long as we have. So thank you. And, I really feel like we're not done, that God's got a lot for us to do. So I don't feel like 25 years is over, but more like what's next, and let's keep it going. So thank you. A couple of announcements. Next Thursday on March 23rd, we are co-hosting with General Spirit Christian Church the Atlanta Science Festival, a science and spirituality workshop. It's going to be a panel discussion. We've got scientists and theologians, pastors, and people from the academia lined up to talk about science and spirituality and healing. We've done a number of main topics, and this year our subject is on healing. And what is that overlap and interplay? Where is there conflict? Where is there collaboration between science and spirituality? And the topic is healing. So that's next Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to be on Facebook, and we're going to be live and in person in the sanctuary. You and yours are very, very warmly invited to participate. And then on Sunday, this Sunday, after worship, we're going to co-host with General Spirit a potluck dinner. This is, I think, our first potluck in like 3 years. It's been a long time since we've done a potluck dinner together. We almost forgot how to do it. I love the story of show and tell in an elementary school where the children are in the classroom and they're getting up to share who they are and what's special to them. And the teacher has asked the children to bring in something that represents their faith or their religion. Now, this is an old story, so they could do that back in those days. So the teacher asked them to bring in something that represents who they are. And so a Jewish child gets up in the classroom and says, this is my yarmulke, and I wear it on my head, and it's a reminder to keep my head covered in front of God. And a Muslim child gets up and says, this is my prayer rug, and I pray 5 times a day, always facing east. And this reminds me of how important it is to pray and connect with the holy. And a Christian child gets up and says, I'm a Christian, and this is a casserole dish. Dum-dum. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. So casseroles, this is who we are. Casseroles are us, as our marquee says right now. You are invited to come on Sunday and to bring a casserole or a dish of your choosing. If your last name starts between A and G, you're invited to bring a soup or a salad or an appetizer. If your last name starts with H all the way through the letter Q, then please bring an entree or a sandwich to share. And if your last name begins with R all the way through Z, please bring dessert. We will provide the refreshments. You provide the appetite. And so there's always plenty of food and to share. If you can't bring anything, come anyway. So it's this Sunday after worship. Like I said, it's our first potluck in 3 years. It's been too long. I want to share with you a poem that my amazing and departed mother-in-love, Nancy Brewer, wrote. And she wrote this poem that she entitled Gene Pool, Genepool, Gene Pool. She wrote it in October of 2011. And it has casseroles in it, but it's about so much more. Listen for Nancy Brewer's poem, Gene Pool. I've done my share. I've paid my dues. Volunteers needed? Well, I refuse. Chair a committee? If truth be told, I've chaired a many, but I'm just too old. Well, just take the minutes. An easy task. No, I've had my turn, so please don't ask. No more casseroles will I bake. No more raffle tickets will I take. The community garden is ready to plant. When they call for help, I'll say, I can't. I glance in the mirror, and with shock I see the face of my mom looking back at me. Memories flood of how she slipped away with the ledger balanced for that fated day. A bookkeeper, retired from that lifetime career, she was some group's treasurer year after year. Cake in the freezer for a fellowship meal, with banana bread ready for a food appeal. February birthday cards written in advance. Tithe checks written, nothing left to chance. She transported older ladies, then a stroke. Was just a nuisance of which she rarely spoke. In her 9th decade, she could no longer drive, but caring for others kept my mom alive. I glance in the mirror and I see through a blur my mother's daughter wishing it was her. Her genes, for example, my habits, I guess. When they call for volunteers, I'll likely say yes. This afternoon, I sent out a text appeal to family after family after family in our church. And within minutes of each text, responses flooded in of people saying yes. I love our church. I love you, and may God's blessings and peace be with you and yours. Hope you have a great day, a great evening, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on Sunday as we celebrate Gentle Spirit Christian Church's 25th anniversary, and as we celebrate breaking bread together in a potluck meal after worship. Y'all take care. Blessings and peace. Good night.